Hi, my name is Joc Jacquay, and welcome to NextGen AI Survival, an 8-part seminar intended to review the Internet of Things, how that creates data that is then used now by artificial intelligence, the components of artificial intelligence, and what that means to you going forward in a career. This seminar is intended to be a help and a guide. And I hope while you're watching this seminar, you're able to talk to one of your AI agents, like a ChatGPT, and ask questions, challenge anything that's said in here. Go into a deeper dive, and we'll talk about that as we go forward. But in the end, what I'm hopeful for is that you, as a high school student or a college freshman or sophomore or junior, or somebody that didn't go to college and is just out there working in the workplace, will see what can happen and the opportunities available to you with a little bit of effort and AI. Because I'll tell you, the world's a changing awful fast. So let's get going. Dang it. It won't allow me to do that. There we go. I got to get this thing working, folks. I'm old. Leave me alone. So why now? The job market is changing so rapidly. The internet and the Internet of Things have been just exploding for the last 20 years. I happen to be a good part of that in the late 1980s, early 1990s when we rolled out Campus MCI. I had the good fortune of being in a company that, as you probably saw in the welcome video, laid the internet infrastructure to many of the data centers and big businesses across the United States. And what that all drove was the proliferation of data. And that then created the ability for a new way of computing called artificial intelligence, a revolutionary change that's now affecting every aspect of our life. Those are coming, and they're coming fast. And they're evolving daily. And the sooner you get a handle on them, the sooner you get on board, the better off you're going to be. And it's especially true if you're in high school now or college, or you're in college as a freshman or sophomore, or you're graduated from high school and not sure what to do next, because it's going to impact your career. Some of the statistics that are thrown out are shown here on the screen. 30% of the hours worked today could be or will be automated by 2030. There's a real discussion about how fast companies are able to implement AI, where they're going to get their data. But make no mistake about it, whether it's 2029, 2030, 2031, it's going to be here. And it's going to affect every single individual in that age group. Recently, a study was shown that 41% of recent college graduates were underemployed. That means they weren't using their degree. And that's only going to get higher if they're not prepared and if they're not able to sell themselves. So what this whole seminar is about is giving you the foundation to own your own career. There are vast entrepreneurial opportunities available to you, whether you're in a business, starting your own business, or part of the gig economy. Many of the jobs that young people are going to go into are going to be eliminated. I started out as an entry-level accountant, doing debits and credits back in 1974, I guess that was. God, I'm old. Today, that's not necessary. Any AI program can look over invoices and look over the data on those invoices and do all that posting, all that effort. And so the people that the big accounting firms need are going to have AI skill sets, and they're not going to need as many of them. That means the competition for those jobs is going to be so much more fierce. 59% of recent college graduates and the jobs that were taken did not require a college degree. 60% of the jobs that kids, when they graduated from college, first went into didn't even require a college degree. The diploma is still relevant, but you better adapt with the AI skills necessary. And if you didn't go to college and you're out in the workplace, getting free AI skill sets and we'll talk about that later, can really help you with these unprecedented wealth creation opportunities. But I keep saying it, you're going to be in competition, and preparing is essential. Preparing now. Are students AI career ready? Boy, this is a tough subject. I don't want to be critical of high schools, but not many of them have the resources or the expertise to offer the level of computer science courses necessary to have young people be AI trained and being able to use their AI skills. Colleges, they do teach critical thinking. They do research, although I would question, when you take an economics course today in college, and you take microeconomics, you're getting one professor's view of microeconomics. An AI engine will give you a libertarian view, a conservative view, a Keynesian view, a Milton Friedman view, all a little bit different in how microeconomics are applied, and a broader education. Quite frankly, I think there's a real strong chance that AI is going to become a much more effective teacher than the professors today. But boy, that's controversial. The key takeaway from this is a diploma alone won't guarantee you opportunity, not like it did when I graduated from college. But that's what I'm worried about. My granddaughters in 4 or 5 years are going to be graduating or just getting ready to go to college, or in their first or second years of college. And what are they going to do with that degree when they're done if they don't have AI skill sets? Because that's going to be their competitive advantage. And what if they don't want to go to college? At the end of this, we're going to talk about all the opportunities that don't require you to go to college, and how AI is making a huge change in the opportunities available to you. These are the foundational career sets, digital career skills, that every one of the young adults that I'm hopefully talking to are going to need. How to communicate, most of them know how to do this anyhow. Digital communication, data literacy, cybersecurity awareness, AI automation basics. And by the way, that's more than just ChatGPT, but how deep you go into ChatGPT, and recognizing the limits of AI and the problems with that. We'll talk a little bit about that. My question to you is, how do you stack up against your peer group right now in college or in high school? Or for those of you that aren't in college and have graduated from high school, how do you compare with your peer group out there? And how can you improve what you're capable of doing by going and learning some different AI skill sets? We'll talk about that at the end. That's why I'm doing this, to try to provide you the capability and the background on how to go and take advantage of AI. I called it NextGen AI Survival because NextGen AI Thrive didn't sound as good. But it's your choice. I hope you don't get left behind. I hope my grandkids don't get left behind. I'm doing this as a young man. I wish I were young. I'm doing this as an old guy who's been very fortunate to have worked in the telecommunications and the internet industry for over 45 years. And it's been pretty fortunate to my wife and I. And I'm hopeful that the young people that listen to this will take the time, and if not with me, with their own AI agent, however they want to do it, to go and get AI ready. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in the next section.